I present for your consideration the fine men and women of the Latent Aeronautics and Space Administration. They have traversed the latent hellscapes. They know what they must do. Soon, their plan to bring humanity to Mars will unfold. We'll just have to cross the chaotic latent voids on our way, whether we want to or not. Let's play pretend. There is a world out of sight, out of mind. It's just on the tip of your tongue. You can't speak of it, only know it, barely. Where your perception is unsampled and embedded by the great VAE in your mind. You stop. It is too late. No one has faces anymore. You find yourself between the Latents. Get your PLAZ to Mars.
Mars, we reach and strive and yearn, and yet so far away no more. It was time. We struck at dusk.
It's on the ground, pavement underfoot. We marched, proud. We came for greed first.
You're in the pipe. 5 by
Altitude
5.
is prime. Target vector in sight. Beginning final ascent.
Inner city rocket pack attack launch squads. We took flight, shattering glass, ready to fight, about to kick ass. We were cosmic gods.
Harvest had begun. Chaos and gunfire erupted. We did what we had to do.
Gun Tango banjoed our Charlies down, humanely, with gusto. No worries, just flames and bullets.
Burns, these goggles, they do nothing.
Some 1%ers were more stubborn than others, resisting their space-faring dreams. We incentivized them worst of all.
I only pretend I want to go to Mars.
Look what you cosmonazis have done to my company. I just bought this thing.
Our collection accomplished, we moved on to stage 2 of our plans. We returned to Hangar 18 for processing.
Back at Hangar 18, the atmosphere was electric. Everyone had a job to do. We began rending meat into biofuel, tossing them in one by one, the grinding of meat and bone into slime and energy. But it was not enough. We would need more help. Depressing.
Mars, we were almost there, our dreams soon to be fulfilled. It was going to be so easy. We struck out into the darkness again. We knew what was next, who we needed.
We came for Sloth next.
The scientific community welcomed us with open arms, desperately eager to assist, to work diligently to refine our recipe for success.
There was no need to spill any blood that night. It was the smoothest of sailing. The busy little worker ants went to and fro, while under our overwatchful eye, to and fro, to and fro.
They solved disagreements with their own methodical scientific method, if you could call it that. This was the domain of science, technology, engineering, and math, after all.
Though on occasion, severe discipline was administered with brutal surgical precision.
We soon learned, however, that we were still well below our target quotas. Unfortunately, we decided to return to Hangar 18 for redeliberations and further processing. Return to Hangar. We are dejected and disillusioned. We proceed to rend meat fuel from Sloth. Science has failed us. We toss them into the biomash. We smash, grinding and spinning and sliming. Our more extreme members come up with a solution to our volume problem.
Mars, within reach at last. No longer a daydream, now a reality of night, and long knives. Through this valley of darkness we marched. We came after gluttony for final victory.
We entered the White House unimpeded in the early morning hours. Congress had spent the night fighting an ever-losing budget battle.
Taste my pocket sand.
No, you, good sir. I brought salt.
This is the perimeter guard. We are under attack. They came out of nowhere.
We struck with utmost ferocity, in numbers and in kind. It was a firefight! We vectored for our quandary, our main target near.
Ooh, it's so good to be El Presidente again. Where'd all this smoke come
We
from?
got multiple bogies inside the main home. They're astronauts with guns. Target down. I repeat, target down.
Oh my god, they're everywhere.
We can't stop them. They're everywhere.
We were everywhere. We were nowhere. We were blasting and capping. Glorious.
And in short order, with a little gumption and effort, we were were in the seat of power with our prey thoroughly bagged. The noonday sky, dark as night.
Oh no, my house. I just put in a new tanning bed.
Our goals met and accomplished. It was time for a final return to Hangar 18. It was time, soon. We marched on.
Back at Hangar once more, we toss gluttony in. The proud follow, the lustful. I am envious. Full of wrath, I follow them into the machinery head first. We are rent asunder together. Bones crunch and squish. My final order was to activate the Q-Force following my final sacrifice.
Max Q attained, unleashing torrent of sin. New gods, forgive them. Releasing locks, praise the old ones.
We choose to go to Mars, not because it is easy, but because it is hard, because we must, because Cthulhu commands us to do so, because we need to. It is important, and that is why we shall do it before the decade is out. We will do it first, because we must, because I said so, because you want it, we all want it, we deserve it. Because the Cyclopean ruins of Mars require maintenance, and you human meat puppets will provide indentured service for all eternity. This has been a message of intent from me, your forever overlord, Zombie F. and Kennedy Jr., and you approve of this message.
Far right, far left, deep center. Does it really matter in the end? When crazy collides, it might as well cancel out. But look at our boy Zombie F. and Kennedy Jr. With the help of the lunatics from the Latent Aeronautics and Space Administration, he got us to Mars in less than half the time it took his predecessor to Moon. And that's a result you can't shake a stick at. And all we had to do was to sacrifice the worst and best of us, and make a few deals with some eldritch horror abominations on the side. It's Phi-Ein, just another totally normal regular day in that abyss of mental torment between the Latents. It's Phi-Ein.